as a patient. I'm a doctor, not a bricklayer.
How's it guys, Trish is from Ostrich Longneck here. Well, it's back to the old Thunderbolt, the Warthog. I'm going to be doing a bit of work on the engines. I've decided not to paint it. I'm not entering any competitions, so I'm not going to bother if they're going to go. Somebody's going to look in the engine with a flashlight and go, "Oh, you didn't paint everything the right colours." Frankly, what's the use of painting this whole piece here and most of this here when you're never ever gonna see it? So I'm gonna paint this all the end color. The outside here I'm gonna paint that the end color, because that you'll be able to see sticking out the back there. The rim of this, the color it has to be, and that all the color it has to be, and the rest of it I'm not going to paint because really it's going to be so dark in there. Unless you put lights inside you won't really see it, so I'm not going to bother with that. The only thing I can't figure out is this little piece here, this round dome piece, what color that's supposed to go. Because it doesn't say anything on the instructions, so I assume it's got to go maybe a grey. I'm not sure. I haven't been able to find anything, so what I'm just going to do is I'm going to paint it the same grey as what the whole model is going to be painted, the base color. I'm just going to paint that the same grey as that, and hopefully it's right. Because when I look here on the box, it looks gold on the box art. But when I look at the aeroplane, it doesn't look gold anymore. So I'm not sure what it's supposed to be. Unfortunately, in the instructions, they say XF56 for the blades, and they don't give you a color for everything else. So I'm a little bit annoyed by that, but it's not that serious. Anyway guys, that's it for now. When I come back, we'll be assembling the engine area. I might show you how I paint the engines, but that I'm just going to do by hand. I'm not going to bother painting that with an airbrush. So anyway guys, I'll be back now. See you soon. Okay guys, the next part I'm going to paint is this section over here, on both sides and on this, and the back of this, the inside here. That must all become FX56. The other colors, which I'm not going to use, I've packed aside. That's black and another two colors, which would have to be in this area and on the modes and stuff, so I'm not going to use that. So I'm just going to use a normal paintbrush. It's not going to be very easy to see inside there. So just like that, I'm just going to paint this area this color. So whatever you can see inside, you can see at least a little bit what's supposed to be there. And as I say, I'm not going to paint all of this because it's a waste of time and paint. An area where you're never going to see anything. It's not like you can exactly open the engine cover and look at the engine. If you could, then I would spend more time on painting that. So I'm not going to bother with that because, well, frankly, you're never going to see it. Okay guys, I've got that, I believe it's called metallic grey now in place. So that's the bottom half. I'm not going to do the top half because it's basically the same thing. Just going to show one part of the engine. Okay, so that's that part. That's all I'm going to paint on that. And the next part is going to be the inside here. But I'm going to paint this half here, those two, and then let them dry. Once that's dry, I can then tackle the front of the motor. Once that's done, I think it's just the outer edge of this. But that we'll get to now. Be back now. There we go. Okay guys, well, before I paint this, I'm going to glue these two parts in place, and once I'm done with that, I will paint the outer rim of this, the flat aluminium, and then I'll come back and paint this part and then that part there. So first things first, get some glue into this little groove here. Second thought, I'm thinking I'm going to somewhere put glue along the edge here to give it a better bond. Okay guys, I'm going to do the other one off camera because I want to hold this in place a little bit just to get the bond nice, and then I'll do the other one off camera, and then I'll come show you the application of the top half. So I'll be back now. Okay guys, I've got the two engines in place. Now it's just a matter of gluing this into place. Sorry about that guys, I don't know why this camera keeps messing around. Okay, there we go, that is that part of the engine. I've now just got to do the other side. and then these covers must go on top like that. Anyway guys, I'll be back now once we start painting the insides. First I'll let this dry a bit. Be back now. Okay guys, I've got this all done. The color I used to paint this one with is a very dark green. I believe it's 61. I'll just double check on my page. No, I lie. It's XF51. Painted there. On the inside of this I painted the silver. Now that must go on there. As you can see, I have masked it from the inside. When it's time to pull out, I just have to grip it and pull it out. Okay, so this must now get glued onto the outside of that, and then this finally can get glued to the actual aircraft. Once that's done, then we can get down to the part where we can actually finally glue this onto the aeroplane. But first I'm going to glue those two pieces in place. I just quickly want to check something on my instructions. There's a little groove. Now I can't find it over there. I just want to make sure which direction that groove has to go in. Okay, so that must go on the outside like that. Okay, let's get the first one in place. There we go. I hope I had that in focus. And just in case, I'll do the other one and keep an eye on it. Okay, let's go on the outside. Okay guys, there we go. The engines are now done. I've just got to still close this up. And then we've got to glue this to the actual model, and then she'll be almost ready to prime. Now, before I can put on the primer, I just have to get inside there with some masking tape and mask it off so I don't get primer onto the car inside here. Once that's done, then I can start spraying on my primer. Anyway guys, that's it for now. The engines are basically done. So when I come back, I will be gluing this onto the aircraft. I just want to give that a bit of time to dry. And that piece over there will be masked off with some masking tape. What I want to try to do is take the thick masking tape, stick it on the inside, pull it in, and then close it up. Anyway, that's it for now guys. See you later. Okay guys, I've got the front taped up and I've got the back taped up. Now it is time to glue the engines into place right over there. So put that one side. And start applying the glue. Okay, and now we can drop that into place. Okay guys, there we go, the engines are now in place. I'm going to give that now a chance to dry. Once that's dry, then I must just mask the inside of this area off. Once that's marked off, then I can give the whole aircraft the primer, which will make it this light grey. And then once that's done, I can start laying down all the colours, masking off wherever it has to be masked off, and start painting the aircraft. But all of that will be, of course, after I've primed it, painted this piece black, got them all this stuff in place, done all that, and then we'll see what happens. Anyway guys, that's it for now. This is going to take a while to dry, so be back now. Okay guys, the plane is now at a point where I don't want to assemble anything else. Added this little gadget here and these little gadgets on the wings. So now I've got everything masked off. I want to prime the top of the plane, then paint this area. Once that's done, then I'll start putting the stuff in from the bottom. So the bottom is still open, but I'm not going to prime that until I've got everything in place. Then I'll put all the parts in, glue this piece in place. Once this is in place, then I will prime the bottom of the aircraft. Okay guys, and let's quickly prime this up and get this part of the job done. I just want to move this a little bit further forward. Okay guys, that's everything for now. Okay, that's everything for now guys. And I come back if everything, oh sorry, I get the camera. If everything's done properly, I'll be spray painting this area black, and then we can move on to the next part. Alright guys, I'll see you now. Okay guys, I'm finished masking this whole area off. I'm now going to prepare to spray that. Once that's done, then I can start assembling the internal areas. Once that's done, then the canopy can be glued into place. That's already been masked and primed. Once that's glued in place, then I can spray the whole aircraft, because this will become in the same color as the exit. If you can hear that noise outside my door, I apologize. Anyway guys, let's quickly paint that black. Okay guys, that's it for now. When I come back, we'll be starting to put the parts in from the bottom and assemble all those. Be back now. Okay guys, I've glued the cockpit in place, but I forgot to press the record button, so I didn't get it. Over here I did a little bit of sanding. Once I put the canopy in place like that, I'll give it another coat of primer once that's all glued in place. But that's for later. First I've got to finish the ejection seat and the pilot. Once that's all glued in place, then I can glue the rest of the canopy parts in, and once I've done that I can start priming the rest of the plane. Anyway guys, the next part we got to do is this part over here. So we got to just turn the plane upside down. There's still some small parts I have to put on the bottom. Haven't put them in place. But this part must come in place over here like that. Anyway guys, let's quickly glue this in place and get this part done. And once that's done, then we can continue with the next part of the aircraft. Okay. Okay guys, there's the part in place. Now I must just hold it a little bit until it takes. Stupid glue that doesn't want to go on. Okay, anyway guys, that's it for now. Be back in a minute or two. Okay guys, I've painted a little character. The colors are so dark on the thing you can't even notice that there are different colors there. The other thing is, if the camera will focus, I've inserted all the controls. Let's see if I can get a better picture on the cockpit. You can see the seats in place and all the stuff's in place. The bottom of the aircraft that's there to be put in is in place. So what I've got to do next is clip my little pilot loose. Okay, there we go guys, he's now loose. Put him aside. Put a generous amount of glue on the chair. A bit on the seats backing. And that should be enough for the pilot. Let me try and get this nicely zoomed in. Okay guys, there you go, the pilot is now in place. That I'm just going to leave dry. Now the next little part which I have to do before I can close this area up is this little piece of glass here that I've got to put into place over there. So for that I'm going to use some canopy glue, I believe it's called in America. In South Africa it's canopy adhesive. I don't know if it's the same name in America. Something tells me this glue of mine is not 100% anymore. Seems a bit watery. Anyway guys, I'm going to quickly try sort out this glue and I'll be back now. See you then. Okay guys, this must go into place here like that. Into there and down like that. So yeah, I'm going to get some of my glue. And this canopy glue dries clear, so you won't see it. I prefer to use canopy glue on my clear parts in case your model styrene damages the glass, makes it crack or anything like that. The other nice thing is if it does go all over the place, because it dries clear, you won't see it. Okay guys, I don't know how nicely you can see that part over there. Let me try and get it in a better position. There we go. Pilot, everything. Now the one thing that this one's got, sorry the camera's gone out of focus. One thing that this has got is this loose moving part over here. So I'm not sure exactly how that works. The next parts I've got to put on are the two canopies. They've already been masked off, so once I've got them glued in place like that, they can stay permanently in place and I don't have to worry about, when I spray painted, masking everything. All the panels are now masked off, so once I've painted and I peel everything off, then everything will be ready to go as done. So anyway guys, I'm not sure exactly how this one's supposed to work. I'm still trying to figure this out. Anyway, let me quickly get to the front part. Apply some glue along this edge here. there. Okay guys, before I work on the back part here, I'm going to let that dry, because if I'm trying to work on this piece, I might just bump that piece and knock it off. So when it's done, that's how the cockpit must look. I just got to figure out how I'm going to get this part into place. Maybe something like this. Anyway guys, that's it for now. It's late Sunday evening, so it's time to go to bed. When I come back, we'll finish off the cockpit area. Once that's done, we can get to the bottom of the aircraft and give that its primer. Let me just zoom out. So all of this must still be primed, and all of that is basically almost done. It's just the inside of the wheel well over here I must just mask off a bit. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Put that like that. Anyway, there we go guys, that's it for now. See you later. Okay guys, as you can see, the top of the aircraft is done. One thing I did forget when I glued this part here is on the inside here is supposed to come 45 to 50 grams of weight, and I didn't put it in. So over here comes a little clear part which allows the plane to stand without the weight in it, so I'm more than likely going to have to do that. I'm going to first check that the plane stands alright or not. If it doesn't stand alright, then I'll have to glue that in. If it does stand fine, then I can just fill that piece in and just paint it over. But that's not serious right now. There's some parts that's got to go on the bottom before I primer the bottom. So let me quickly zoom in and turn this so we can see better. Okay, we got to put all these gadgets in the middle there. I'm not sure what those two are there, and some little pieces over here and there, and then maybe that one piece on the side there. Guns already in place, so once that's done, then we can quickly prime the bottom of the aircraft. So let's just reposition to there and start looking for the parts that we need. Starting from the back, I need to find the sprue that's marked D, and then we can start putting the stuff in place. And I just realized I forgot my knife and stuff, so I'm quickly going to go fetch that. Be back now. Okay guys, the first piece goes inside there. That. Now I've got to find D12. Let's see. That is 13. Where is D12? Oh, there we go. Found it. Okay. That one has got to go inside here. Goes there like that, and the next one is D11. That and D1. Okay, I've just quickly got to find some tweezers. Be back now. Okay guys, I just glued that little piece in there. It's quite small, so I did it off camera. The next part I've got to do is over here in between the fuselage. The metal racks, that's got to go on there. The first one I've got to put into place is two E22s. What I've got is these, so I've now got to look for the E's. Pretty easy to find, the two sprues are identical. So I think there'll be one of each per sprue, and that's correct. That's the one. And now for the other. Okay. That's going to go like that, and that's going to go like that. Apply glue in. The glue in each one. It would help if I put some glue on the bottom of them as well. Okay, of course I'm not going to do any painting on this tonight. Once I've got all these parts in place, I'll let them dry. Oops. Put the glue on the wrong side. That's very clever. Not too serious, but not what I wanted to do. Okay, there we go, guys. That's those two done. I don't know how much video I can still take. I'm starting to run low. Next one is D5. Okay, there we go. Just found it. Okay, once I've primed the model, then it will be the end of this video. In the next video I'll be starting with the masking and all that. Okay, so that's the middle one in place. Now let's quickly check what else. Next I've got 2D. Okay, there they are. That's number 1. And this is number 2. Okay, these are kind of unusual. Okay, let me zoom out a bit and tilt a bit. Okay, and I think like that would be better. Oops. The next part I've got to do is over here. This must go into place in there. Like that. Okay, so let's just get some glue down here. Okay, sorry if I went off camera. Okay, I had to put glue in there. I'm not going to show too much more. The camera's busy showing it's going flat. There we go, that piece is going. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay guys, that's it for now. I'm going to quickly switch off, and when I come back I'll be doing the rest while the camera charges. Be back now. Okay guys, the next part I've got to glue in is in this section here. So drop a glue there and a little bit over there. Drop it. Okay, that's that one in place. Next part is E13. Okay, there we go. E's again. Where would that be located? 12, okay. Okay, found it. the same as the one that goes on the top. And that goes in to that slot there. Okay, the last thing I've got to figure out is a two-parter. A7 and 8. We got to 11. That's not it neither. 7, 8. Oh, sorry, that's C. I need A. Which one was A again? D, C. Let's go on. Let's do other than C. Okay, found it. Okay, let me zoom out there a bit, guys. Yeah, I didn't realize it went a bit out of focus. Okay, and the final piece. Okay guys, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment for me for the next video. I'm building this particular aircraft with the canopy closed. Now I can build it with the ladder extended as if they hadn't pushed it into the aircraft yet, or take it away. Which way would you prefer me to build it? If you want me to build it with the ladders on the plane, tell me that. And if you want it off, if I get 20 of either or the most of either one, then I will go and I'll build the plane that way. So it's not much, but you can make that decision for me. Just leave a little comment saying do it this way or do it that way. Okay guys, that little pot now made, the two halves are put together. Now this must go onto the side over here somehow. Okay, doing this with glue on, it's going to be messy. Okay, there we go. I figured out where it must go. Okay guys, that's the final part on. That one over there. Guns in place, everything's in place. Now I must just let all of that dry. And once it's dry, I can primer the bottom part of the aircraft, just give it its coating. And then we can start working out how the three-part camo's got to go. So we can paint that. The wheel welds and all that I will do once everything's done. So guys, that's it for now. As I say, once this is dry, we'll come back with the clear coat. And once the clear coat's done, then this video will be done. So if you guys want me to build this part here with the ladder going down, let me know in the comments. If you want me to build it closed, also let me know in the comments. And whichever one gets the most requests will be the way that I'll build it. That's if I get any requests, otherwise I will have to do it my own way. Anyway guys, that's it for now. See you now. Okay guys, the top of the aircraft is completely primed. Now we must just do the bottom. Just check if that's nicely camera focused. Move it a little bit. Okay, there we go. So the next thing we're going to do is just quickly primer the bottom of the aircraft and get the primer done. Okay guys, that's it for now. Once it's dry, I might give it another coat if there's any places I feel that need some extra paint. But that's it for this video. Be back now in a second. Well guys, that's it for this video. In the next video I want to do all the camouflage painting, get that all done. So hopefully this will be 2, maybe 3 more videos after this one. Then the warthog will be done. Thanks for all the comments. I just want to apologize for the camera. I don't know why it has to be such a pain. Unfortunately this particular camera doesn't have a manual focus. That's why I'm struggling a bit with the camera. For some reason it just likes to go out of focus by itself. So I just want to apologize for this camera's going out of focus. Sometimes it does look out of focus a bit. Sometimes it goes completely out of focus. As you guys have seen, wish I had the money to buy a full HD nice camera which won't go out of focus, which I can maybe even manually focus. But unfortunately here in South Africa my salary is really junk, so I couldn't afford that even if I wanted to. I would have to rob a bank to be able to afford a new video camera. So anyway guys, I apologize for this piece of junk of a camera which I have to work with, and I hope you enjoy this video. I apologize again for the camera going out of focus on its own. Not sure what I can do about that. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this build so far, and in the next video we'll be doing the masking off and painting of the, I can't think of the word, camo. Okay guys, until then, enjoy, happy modeling, and live long and prosperous. Cheers. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and leave me a comment. Enjoy. Cheers.